how's it going? Seguro que si estás viendo este video eres uno de nuestros super motivated English students, ¿verdad? Y empezaste el año así.
I'm sorry about that.
Pues muy bien, tienes el objetivo de mejorar tu inglés este año y tienes mucha motivación.
Eventually, my local cafe.
Pero pasado un tiempo parece que cada vez nos cuesta más encontrar el momento, seguir con la misma motivación. There's a tea for you there.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Es la misma historia todos los años. Por eso en este video hemos colaborado con Lingoda para ayudarte a integrar el inglés en tu día a día. Si no conoces Lingoda, es una academia de idiomas online accesible desde cualquier parte del mundo con profesores nativos y cualificados de francés, inglés, alemán y español. I've been taking some Spanish classes. Isabel's been taking some English classes. Lo hemos comprobado para vosotros y la verdad es que nos encanta esta plataforma. Cuando te apuntas a Lingoda, cada mes recibes un paquete de clases privadas y en grupo y puedes elegir los días y horas que te vayan mejor. It's open 24/7, como decimos en inglés. Las clases en grupo tienen un número de estudiantes muy reducido, así que vas a poder participar más que en algunas academias tradicionales. Si te apetece probar Lingoda, con el código Amigos te van a dar un descuento de 50 euros. You're welcome. Okay, so let's get started with today's video. So your alarm goes off at, let's say, 7 o'clock in the morning, and what's the first thing you do when your alarm goes off?
Well, you snooze for at least 10 minutes, don't you?
Well, yeah, 10 minutes is fine, but don't snooze for any longer. If you're a super motivated student and you want to take advantage of your morning to the maximum, what can you do, Isabel?
Well, you can wake up to a happy song in English.
That's a great idea. But don't just listen, you need to sing as well, right?
Sing along. Yes.
Yeah.
And this will also help you to get up in a really good mood.
You should sing an upbeat song and you should dance as well, and that way you can wake up. Okay, so after you've sung your song, what do you do, Isabel?
Well, usually you have a shower, maybe you have to iron a shirt for work, you need to get dressed, do your hair, maybe put some makeup on.
So, while you're getting ready in the morning, don't just get ready in silence. This is time you could be spending listening to the radio in English or podcasts in English. There are thousands of podcasts about any topic you can imagine. Now you're ready to leave the house and...
Well, I'm not ready to leave the house without a coffee and some breakfast.
Oh yeah. So while you're waiting for your toast, don't just stand there. What could you do?
Have a look at the BBC News app and check the news while you're waiting for the toast, or maybe while you're waiting for the kettle to boil.
It's something that you can integrate into your routine really easily because most people read the news in the morning in Spanish. So just change it to English and there you go. Facilísimo.
Or if you don't have time or you are a really quick eater, then have a look at some quotes, maybe some inspirational quotes in English. I quite like reading the Oscar Wilde ones in the morning because they make me laugh.
Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go.
So now you finally made it out of your house. And maybe you miss the train, you have to wait for 10 minutes, or maybe you're driving and you're stuck in traffic.
If you're commuting on the train, that's the perfect opportunity to do some reading in English. If you're driving or cycling, don't read a book, that could be dangerous. But you could listen to an audiobook in English.
So when you get off the train or you're there looking for your ticket, you don't waste a minute.
Okay, so it's 9 o'clock and you've arrived at work. Can you do anything while you're at university or at work?
Well, there's not much you can do at work or at uni, but maybe you have some colleagues who are not Spanish speakers, so you can practice with them.
Oh, buenos días, Isabel. ¿Cómo estás?
Ah, buenos días. How are you, Jonathan? How was the weekend?
Great, yeah. Did you get my email? We're going to need to send another invoice to the company because they didn't get it.
I'm sure I sent it yesterday, but yeah, no problem. I'll send it again.
You could carry on reading your book in English if your boss isn't around.
Instead of working.
Isabel. Okay, so then it's lunchtime, and if you're lucky, your company gives you free English classes. But if your boss is quite tight-fisted, then maybe you don't get any English classes. So why not have a class on Lingoda?
So this is the perfect time when you are still fresh during the day to practice your speaking skills.
My name is Panda, nice to meet you. Originally, I'm from Southern California. I love traveling, yes.
And obviously you don't need to do this every day. If you just do this a couple of times a week, this is going to mean an incredible boost for your English fluency by the end of the year.
Are you coming for lunch?
No, not today. I've got my class in 10 minutes. I'm just gonna grab a sandwich. Maybe tomorrow. So now you might have to work for a few more hours, and then you finish work.
Yes, it's time to go home. It's time to get out the office. Imagine you finished work and you have a doctor's appointment and you have to wait in the waiting room. What could you do as well?
This is pretty boring, but don't worry because it's a great opportunity to keep learning English. For example, you can use an app to memorize phrasal verbs.
Hi Vanessa, yeah, you can send her in.
Isabel Carrasco.
Oh, yes, it's me.
Okay, let's imagine another day you decide to go to the gym after work. What could you do at the gym, Isabel?
Well, at the gym, if you go on the static bicycle, for example, you can play some short films on your phone. I don't recommend it if you're running, if you are on the, how do you call it?
On the treadmill.
The treadmill. Every time I hear a new word, every time I come across a new word, I always add it to an app. So I add the new word with the translation or maybe with a phrase. You can also have a notebook with you during the day, so you write down the word. And then at night, while I'm cooking dinner, I go through a test. So I test myself on those words to see if I remember all of them. So I do this every day and it only takes 10 minutes and it's an amazing way to increase your vocabulary. And it's also quite fun because it's a challenge. So I take it quite seriously. Ok, pues esto es todo por hoy. Esperamos que te haya gustado este vídeo y que estés ya dándole vueltas al coco pensando cómo vas a integrar el inglés en tu vida a partir de mañana y que dejes de ver el inglés como algo aburrido, como algo que se puede convertir en una pesadilla y que empieces a disfrutarlo y hacerlo parte de tu rutina.
Y si tú tienes algún consejo de tu propia cosecha, por favor, déjanos saberlo en los comentarios y así podemos beneficiarnos todos.
Of course. Y si te apetece probar Lingoda y empezar las clases esta misma semana, recuerda que con el código Amigos vas a tener 50 euros de descuento, ¿ok? Te dejamos el enlace debajo en nuestra descripción. And so tomorrow is an exciting day, isn't it?
Yes, tomorrow morning you're going to wake up and you're going to have a whole new routine.
Yes, try not to do everything on the first day because you might go a little bit crazy, but little by little, by the end of the year, you're gonna master your English.
Hope it's given you some ideas and we'll see you soon.
Bye. See you! Ciao!